Abusia ade na ekoso ewo wiase yi mu yi. Ye tin na ne say Daily Mail aba be publish ensem bi ewo wo official TikTok page. And just abusia ensem wo be post to nyina it's all about entokwa France force chese omoye radio mo be dey wo mo be kuna abusia aside bibia no ye ba be hwe chese meeting bia yesi chese meeting wanwaso bia akoso between Putin and it say yes China for empanimfo very shocking meeting chese e bi anya dey NC da yes na unim yeni kan enhye said the Daily Mail for edi ensem ne baye about said the France for asi order wo hospitals ahodo about said you munsi enye ready for war and dokwa according to Daily Mail na Mr. Mo Jean-Shay Daily Mail ebe post to this caption France orders hospitals to be ready for war according to Daily Mail na omo post to we no omo so actually say France has asked hospitals to make contingency plans for handling large numbers of patients. Including soldiers from across Europe in the event of a future conflict, according to France. Mempenin and the Daily Mail for so actually say. The guidance comes as Germany says NATO forces NATO forces will remain watchful during Russia's upcoming Zapad 2025 military exercises in Belarus, according to Daily Mail. Actually, already about and France and the Ababontin. NATO's new chief, Mark Rutte, has also raised concerns that closer ties between Russia and China could create wider security risks for Europe and beyond. We ensema who be Daily Mail for Eddie Aba Abontinya Mr. Yensen so and can we embra. Europe is stepping up its preparation amid growing security concerns. In France, hospitals have been asked to draw up plans to cope with a sudden influx of patients in case of a future conflict. Meanwhile, Germany says NATO will be keeping a close watch on Russia's major military drills next year. And NATO's new chief has warned that closer ties between Moscow and Beijing could present wider challenges for Europe's security in the years ahead. When ensema who will be at a Daily Mail for a day about a year security and dokwa and send some more at a coso ewo area simunam sramo. Yintie abrantie say ukọ TikTok and say yidia woye very popular pa. Yintie ensem bia wo ka about enhyiamudie bia akoso between Putin and China and Peninsula was a very shocking meeting.
This is the first picture the world has ever seen where Putin, Xi Jinping, and Kim Jong-un are all together. And the significance of this gathering cannot be understated. Today, we witnessed China put on the largest military parade in their history. All major roads were closed, schools were shut down, and they even had weeks of midnight rehearsals and security preparations to make sure that today went off without a hitch. One by one, world leaders started arriving, most of which are the names that you would expect, like Kim, Putin, etc. In fact, for good old Kim, it took him 20 hours just to get to China, because he got there on his infamous slow armored bulletproof train, traveling between only 45 and 80 kilometers an hour. However, also attending were world leaders that in the past few decades, they lent more to the West, like Turkey, Egypt, and Vietnam. In fact, no Western leaders attended apart from 2. We're looking at you, Serbia and Slovakia. And when Donald Trump saw that Putin, Kim, and Xi were having a 2.5-hour private closed-door meeting, he tweeted this: "May President Xi and the wonderful people of China have a great lasting day of celebration. Please give my warmest regards to Putin and Kim Jong-un as you conspire against the United States." Now, it wasn't just what they spoke about that will be of concern of Western leaders watching. It'll also be the new weapons that China unveiled. These included new powerful laser weapons capable of taking out swarms of drones, burning electronics, or even blinding pilots, new nuclear ballistic missiles with a range capable of striking US mainland, giant underwater unmanned drones, and also a number of weapons which display China's heavy investment in the future of warfare, including drones, smart tanks, AI-assisted weaponry, and of course, even robot dogs. In fact, today on Chinese social media, all of the top searches were about the parade and its weapons, including the fourth one talking about their new ICBMs having the striking range that covers the entire world. But for Xi Jinping, what means more than showing off new weaponry is showing off a new world order, one that challenges the West and its allies, but also one where China is positioned right in the center. In fact, in Xi's speech overlooking the military parade, he said, "The rise of the Chinese nation is unstoppable. Strength may prevail for a time, but over the long arc of history, it's reason that wins." So the question is Donald Trump's foreign policy pushing these countries together to strengthen their relations, or was what we saw today inevitable and would have happened no matter who was in office?
Breaking news, there was a major military parade in China today that has a lot of the world intrigued and terrified. And here's the top 3 things you need to know about it. Number 3, it was mostly a display of new weapons technology. And China rolled out some crazy stuff like a laser gun and some AI-powered drones. There was even robot dogs on display. And a lot of this was to show off the military prowess and technology of China, but also it was believed to kind of be a sales pitch to other countries that might be intrigued in buying some of this technology and furthering the already ridiculously booming Chinese economy. Number 2 is that also, there were crazy world leaders at this event, including Kim Jong-un and Vladimir Putin. And Un and Putin had a behind closed doors meeting with the Chinese emperor for 2.5 hours. And nobody quite knows what went on there. Donald Trump tweeted that he hoped they have a great meeting while they conspire against the United States. If you like this list and want more about other nonsense, follow me. Leave me a comment with your thoughts on this Chinese military parade. Also follow my wife, Samantha, who I've tagged. Check out our podcast, Brutally Honest with Sam and Jacob. Number 1, they are saying that although these weapons look scary and crazy, alarms shouldn't really be raised because this is more of a for show display, whereas the US still has a major advantage against the Chinese military.
Military parade also China for invite Russia, North Korea and nations bebree just omo witness military power also China. Na say no asase so to me a shift na shift Asia. China for and as I say omo ekita to me no. As I say omo come ho boom. Sadia US for any European for edi to me hunu nipa edi to me tata ankrofo no. Trump ba na anu yi wama obi ehun se US nation a omo emo obi a. Nti Asia for no so afọ mo ho adwene meeting a omo call all the time no ya ade a ebebo omo. Trump ba or the tariffs atoto nations bebree so. Nti ama Asia for no afọ mo ho adwene pa. Na yen Africa for no esa nsa yentumi nya hwe na technology yen fa ye hu wuram asase so yen ne yakamu just Asia for no o ma de o mo ho kra ade o mo ye nyina typical competition just European for and US for kra entumi compete ohia parade a ekoso e China utimi ho se China demonstrate omo powers actually we as se omo kita capacity a ombetuma ye nema bebree eno no mo demonstrate no sesi asasi to me technology powers angasa technology this obetumi de ho awura technology mo a ene ye won so to me e ba bi di wonsa
abusia ni nyina mo no mpenifo se agro ene from China for the yenim wo mbetumi a display kura na nto because ɛno ma bɔne na ɛyɛ ɔmo nso yɛ dodoɔ na China nti display ɛnyɛ yi na mmom mpanimfoɔ sɛ agorɔ ne fam yɛsusa no yɛwɔ nipa bi wɔ hɔ bɛtumi ahunu a wɔsaa ɛde ehu ahyɛ mu but wɔn da ɔbɛnya kukuduro ɛnna tie gyina no na kyerɛ sɛ ɛne abusua fire for fire nti display ne deɛ hia na mmom action ɛna hia yɛn mu bi sɛ deɛ yɛn kyɛke deɛ bɛsie because adeɛ mu deɛ subscribe to your channel here for updates na memfa wo nsi ahase yɛn